minimize it, and I'm hoping you do the same to me. And this is for entertainment purposes, so yeah, let's leave it at that. So, topic today is about insecurity, and we cannot lie. Everyone has one way or another, be it insecurities in where you are in life, success stories, or maybe what you wanted to do in particular with your life at the particular stage that you are in relationships, in personal times, body questions, um, beauty questions, and any other in between. So no one has nobody in this world, even the monk who died without seeing a woman, don't have an insecure. hmm, they're not insecure with one thing or another. Maybe they saw the monk that was more prayerful than them, or the ones who have met the women, because according to them he's the only man who lived and died without seeing a woman. Yeah, let that sink in. But anyway, uh a lot has happened because uh with every different generation we have different perceptions of beauty standards, body standards, and also success standards. And let's start, let's unpack one thing or another. Let's start with the latter, success standards. In the past, it was important you get married at a certain age, you have kids at a certain age, or be with tangible wealth at a certain age. And a lot of pressure was put on some people, and others just breezed it out, or others also use it as an inspiration to do better and not giving up on their dreams or whatever they wanted to do. So it changes with every generation. Like currently when you listen to generations, the new generation Z, I'll not talk about alpha because they're still in school, but some of them have the aspirations of being better and have already started on that journey to be better. We have all heard of geniuses and also people who outsmart others. But anyway, so in that course of succession, because you'll find parents putting a lot of pressure according to their standards on how you're supposed to do it. Hi, I'm here. Welcome. So, and you'll find even parents enforcing what they wanted to do on their kids, which sometimes ends out to be a bad idea. I'm talking about insecurity. What are your insecurities? If you feel free to share. So, succession also is different perception of how it was looked at. Back then, it was, yeah, you have cars, you have a nice house or land. In Africa, land is whoo, the epitome. Then also how many companies or how many connections you have, or the network that you have, or who do you know. So there is that, which is good. To some point, it is good. To another point, it's can take over the life of whatever you wanted to do or how you wanted to live your life. You might live for others instead of living for yourself. Um, then the insecurities in relationships. We have, well, it's deemed to say the people who are in that relationship, I'll say people because nowadays we even have triples. I have no idea if people still do that, or the open relationship thing, to each their own. But many people do feel insecure in their relationship, either through one way or another, a partner not doing what the other partner requires them to do, or assurities into keeping them settled, I might say, or even see like, okay, dating nowadays is just crazy. It's all over the place. But I'll say it depends with the agreement between the partners in the relationship. But sometimes you feel insecure either maybe before that relationship you had gone through cheating or with a different partner, or uh, mistrust, a lot of mistrust, or even abuse can make you have doubts in the current relationship you achieve. Hi, Kateri. Ooh, wow. Okay. I hope I don't mispronounce your name. Hi, Norwegian Tural. Welcome. So, if 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 somebody, sorry to say, had gone through a bad relationship and then enters a new the relationship, they might have carried their insecurities from the previous relationship, depending on how it was or how it badly ended, into the new relationship. So there is that insecurity aspect of not feeling secure into the new relationship. And also because both of you come with your different baggages, or even childhood trauma or previous trauma as adults, and then you're trying to make it work with them, but the insecurities might overpower the will to be in the relationship or love each other. So that's one way I can look at it. I don't know if you can relate or you've experienced about it. I'll talk about my experience later in every stages. Now, then there's the insecurities of body. Uh, one way or another, we look at the beauty standards that are set uh, worldly, but it also requires for you. Oh, okay. I hope I did it well. Katera or Katira. Wow, it's that long. Anyway, uh, sorry if I did it wrong. Then, like for me personally, um, I did have an issue with, I had insecurity about my size. With my age mates, I was the tallest and also curvy. And sometimes you think being that, like when you do parades in school and you're in the same line as your classmates, you find you're the one who's taller than the others, or you feel like you can fit in a different class that is ahead of what age you are. Like I said before, I had started school at 2 years, so all my classmates were older than me back then. Then I repeated class one, so I came back to my normal age. But still, I was a little more mature according to them. My perception of thinking was ahead of my classmates, and also, well, my size also. I did have that uh, in, insecurity about, well, I'm tall than most guys, and I say guys as men, and also my friends, except my best friend is 2 inches shorter than me, but when we were younger, we were like 1 inch difference. But I didn't feel insecure because she knew me from kindergarten to our age right now, but she's 1 year older than me. Told you, we started school the same, and I repeated, she continued. No, she also repeated. Yeah, but she repeated ahead, not class one as I did. So yeah, it it really, before I became comfortable in my size, it did take a toll. Sometimes you think, okay, um I'm you look at other girls, you say, okay, that body size, I wish I had that, but you do all workout, you eat less, nothing achieves. Then until when I realize my body, my body size is mine, and I accept it that is it. If it has anyone has a problem with it, I'm not sitting on their face. So there was that. Then also my ears, but to me, I don't see it as a problem, the big ears. But for people used to comment that I have big ears, but they don't know it's a story that really I hold dear, because uh these are my dad's genes, the long ears. And according to my mother, that's her testimony, that we that's the like the DNA test, that my dad is my dad, if you get my drift. So yeah. And to others, they thought I'll be insecure about it, but use it as a mockery. And I was like, I used to have a trick. I used to make them flap. I have no idea how, but it did. So I used it as an advantage to my side. And also, even my body size, I was intimidating, uh, getting bullied. If you tried me, and also my temper was also another thing to talk about. But anyway, most girls go through that phase of insecurity. Is my boobs big enough? You'll find we used to be told in the changes, during your changes, you'll when things are developing, you'll find people counteracting with their development, because you'll find we were told most girls will slouch and to hide their breasts uh, developing, and it will give you bad postures at the age, older age. So I think parents also should talk to their children about those changes and embracing them, because if you find, like for me, I was an early developer. My boobs started coming in when I was in class 3. That was 9 years old. So you can imagine the rest of us, or the rest of my classmates, were flat chested. And I was the one who was starting like wearing book tops. Where did those go? But anyway, that. And then you find that there's something about insecurity about that. Also, well, girls talk as you grow older, and you have your clique and you share, and also talk about hygiene, and then you talk about menstruation periods, and then you'll find some of them have not seen them yet. So in one way or another, you'll find, unknowingly or knowingly, that the ones who had not yet experienced the menstrual cycle, by the time you're in class 7, they will be seen as children or less than. I don't know on your part, but yeah, you'll find the way others behave around you, you'll find it weird. But for me, I didn't experience that, because again, early developer. Then you'll find also on the height part, either you'll feel yourself that you don't belong in the top people who are shorter than you, and try to fit in with a crowd that have the same height with you. In my class, we had that at least we were about 5 girls that were nearly the same height. So that helped a lot later on, because 3 of them had transferred when you came to our school when we were in class 7. So before that, we were only 2 tall girls. Yeah. So that happened. Uh, then you have beauty standards. Like I said, I don't judge anyone who uses makeup or who doesn't, because I'm a natural, as you can see. I don't use any makeup. There's a time I was being asked if I use, why am I not posting about beauty tips. Let me tell you something. until recently that I was gifted a face mask and I don't know the other one for placing under your eyes. Um, if you ask me questions about beauty, ooh, I am lost with that thought. But ask me about construction, ask me about cars, then I'm your girl. But anyway, beauty standards have been changed different types in the years, and you'll find people used to. There's a time flat stomach was the in thing, and everyone wanted to show their navel, if I'm saying it right, and also fashion. I wanted to say disaster, but fashion also changes with different times. And I remember when I was growing up, because of how my family was set up, you could not afford some things that were the beauty standards, like clothing. For me, it was clothes. Like I wanted hipsters, which are called bell bottoms sometimes, or the flared pants now. And they have come back, and I'm not even interested in buying them, but a little tinsy voice in my head wants to still buy it because I can right now. But before that, I was like, when I was a kid, I wanted to fit in because, also clothes made you comfortable to fit in with people. But if your family wasn't able to, you just do with what you have. And another thing about being a firstborn, you just accept my siblings, except my sister. My brother and I are the ones who went through difficulties in the finances, but we survived. My sister, on the other hand, she's the baby, so anything she wants, she knows she has older siblings who can also get it for her, which also is beneficial for those who are lastborns. Be happy that you're lastborn, because some of us, firstborns and middle children, we had to do with what was provided. But anyway, I digress. So the beauty standards, we are talking about beauty standards that have changed over time, and they have gotten complicated. Like for now, we hear about Ozempic or losing weight fast, and also BBLs, uh, getting. I'm sorry to say this, but some shapes that people try to achieve through plastic surgery, it looks like you look like a molar teeth, and it's the wisdom teeth. They shape like you want to have a tiniest waist and big boobs and then big hips. Well, if you came to Kenya, BBLs are natural. Most people don't even go to operation tables to achieve that look. We Most women are blessed that way. But for me, I can say I'm fluffy even in the stomach area. Anyway, that side. So there was that standard, but here in Africa, most people, we used to have that tradition that a thicker woman is a healthier woman, and they'll give you kids. That was the myth behind that. But also, you look at health wise, uh, if it's something that maybe is affected by endometriosis or hormonal changes, also should be looked at. But yeah, so beauty standards, I'll say it is set for you, your particular, if you accept your beauty, and if you want to enhance it, that's your choice. If you still want to remain as it is intact, that's also your choice. It should not be forced down on you. And also, we know about beauty standards, and also the changes also again about acne. Most people, you went through terrible phases of acne, either during the changes or even as adults. We have adults who do have acne that is troublesome. And well, in that I can engage and advise you see a dermatologist so that they can advise you on which type of uh, skincare products that will help with the acne. Yeah, and nowadays we have that option of having doctors who are specific enough for that purpose. And also, before doing any alterations, please get advice and also go through therapy, because first you need to know why you want the changes or added changes, and also get informed before doing drastic changes. For hair, you can do it like me when I just decided I wanted to start off with a new look. Perfect. So, other than that, thank you all for those who commented, liked, listened to my music and videos, and also engaged through comments. Okay, let me read some of the comments that I hadn't read before, but I can also redo all of them. Hi, Mihir. Thank you for joining us. Uh, the topic was about insecurities, and well, everyone goes through them. Hi, Norwegian Tural. Hey, I hope I'm not messing up the pronunciations. Hi, Kateraini. Thank you for joining us all the way from Iran. Oh, I hope I didn't mess it up, the pronunciation of your name. Uh, Thank you for the love and the beautiful comment. Uh, Persian friend, if it, I do have Indian friends. I don't know if they qualify for Persian, but I welcome all friendship. Thank you. And until next Tuesday, bye. My I had a cold. We're still in winter here in Kenya. Yeah, I feel like a weather girl. Yeah, we're in winter, it's cold, and today at least it was sunny, but with the hectic busy schedule of going to office, going to site, and site is not somewhere that it's concrete walls and concrete floors. We deal with dust, so collection of that. But way, it's the struggles of being in construction, and I love it. Until next Tuesday, see you. Bye bye. Yay, yay.